Allez, bonjour à tous. Alors, attendez, voilà, nickel. Bon, je vais baisser un peu le son de mon micro, voilà. Alors, live exceptionnel, c'est très rapide. Lancement de fusée aujourd'hui. Alors, vous aurez la rediffusion, je pense, bientôt, très bientôt. Je suis désolé qu'il n'y aura pas la rediffusion du live de Michael Jackson, étant donné que le live a été strike, article 13. Voilà.
Stage 1, pressing for flight.
T-minus 15 seconds.
Allez, c'est parti.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Allez.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
C'est parti. Bonsoir à vous. Salut Didou. Ah, Falcon 9. Alors j'ai pas le temps de changer du coup la miniature, c'est encore Michael Jackson, mais du coup voilà. Je le changerai juste après. Donc la vitesse est en haut à droite, hein. Wesh wesh wesh. Ouais, c'est super beau.
Falcon 9 has cleared the tower and is now headed upward on its mission to sun-synchronous low Earth orbit. Coming up, the rocket will throttle down for max Q, which represents
Max
the
Q,
maximum aerodynamic
pression
stress on the rocket.
aérodynamique maximale
We're now
sur la
headed into
fusée.
a series of events that will occur in rapid succession. That's MECO, stage separation, and SES1 or second engine start 1.
Vous pouvez voir l'avancée du coup du lancement hein, en bas.
In preparation for stage separation, where stage 2 separates from stage 1, and SES1 is the ignition of the second stage engine.
And back chill has begun.
Following SES1, we will turn
Faut
our
la boucle, ça
attention
se casse
back
la
to
gueule.
the returning first stage, which will relight 3 of its engines in a boost back burn to head back towards the drone ship. And then finally, we'll see fairing deployment at T plus 2 minutes and 43 seconds. As mentioned earlier in this webcast, we're attempting to recover the payload fairing, and while we will not have a live video feed of this attempt, we'll share updates as they become available. So in about 20 seconds, you'll hear the call out from MECO. Let's listen in.
Ouais.
We have Miko.
Voilà. Première séparation.
And as you just saw,
Ça
we
va
had
bien.
a successful main engine cutoff, stage separation, as well as ignition of that second stage.
Toujours prêt pour la SI.
And there goes that fairing. And there
Allez,
you
la
can
coiffe,
see
elle est
all
partie.
64 of those satellites on stage 2 headed to sun synchronous orbit.
C'est très beau.
You will hear the call out for the boost back burn ending in a couple of seconds. That's where stage 1's burn that brings it back in the direction of the drone ship. That burn will cease.
Stage 2 trajectory nominal.
And we are hearing that the stage 2 trajectory is nominal and performing as desired. You can see those beautiful grid fins popping up on the left side on stage 1 as it
T'es
makes
prêt
its
pour
way
rentrer à
back
pied
down to
demain?
the drone ship.
Oh, je rentre tous les jours.
IMVAC-D's power is nominal. That burn is looking very good.
Alors attendez une minute, hein. Je mets juste un truc. Attendez. Voilà. Voilà.
Stage 2.
Et attendez, je vais juste...
In fact, the engine continues to look good. Temperatures and chamber pressures remain nominal.
Voilà. Interagir. Voilà.
And we have beautiful views of the Earth from both stages.
Moi, ça va. Au moins, on a un petit live de SpaceX en bas à gauche. Avec... Et donc 278 km d'altitude.
Just a quick recap in case if you have just joined us. We just had a beautiful liftoff from Vandenberg Air Force Base, our West Coast launch site in California, followed by amazing footage of stage separation, main engine cut off first, then stage S separation. And we see the second engine there ignited and carrying our payloads into the proper orbit. Now on the left side of your screen there, you see our first stage, which is coming back down to planet Earth as we're hoping to land it on our drone ship this morning. So coming up in just a few seconds, we'll be initiating the re-entry burn. This is designed to slow the rocket down as it re-enters Earth's atmosphere. Then just a couple minutes later, we'll perform the final burn, also known as the landing burn, and that will decelerate the vehicle to a gentle landing atop of our drone ship. So there's the visual confirmation of that re-entry burn.
Alors n'ayez pas peur, ce n'est pas la bite de Monsieur Carlos.
This will last for another 10 seconds.
Alors attendez. Voilà.
Okay, so now that re-entry burn has ended, we have less than a minute until that third and final landing burn will happen, followed by touchdown.
N'aimerait pas ça. Oups. Je vais la diminuer en taille.
Now, as we approach our first stage landing, I'd like to point out that we might lose video coverage out there on our drone ship. There's lots of vibrations as the rocket is coming down towards it, so we might lose our satellite signal. If this is the case, we'll be sure to provide you status updates on that first stage as they become available. We're certainly excited to hear about it here in Hawthorne as, and across all of SpaceX, as this is the first time that we are trying to land this for a third time. So there we can see that final landing burn happening. We'll be looking for deployment of the landing legs here momentarily.
Attention les boosters. Les boosters qui arrivent. Attention. Posé. Eh ben.
So as you can hear from the crowd cheers here, Falcon 9 has touched down for the third time.
Ah oui, je te vois. D'ailleurs, moi je fais live depuis la Tesla. Hein.
So as you saw in that shot, Falcon 9 landed on our drone ship.
Ah, il me semblait qu'il y avait un truc à faire en SI. Qu'est-ce qu'il fallait faire en SI?
That's so great. And the second stage is still continuing on with the primary mission, though. We are 8 minutes and 32 seconds into flight, and the second stage is still burning nominally. It's on a really good trajectory. Power is looking good, chamber pressures are good, and we're looking at 200,000 pounds of thrust in the vacuum of space with that engine.
Je le ferai vite demain à la récré. Oh, pardon, j'ai vu un truc là qui a bougé.
So the second engine cutoff, or SECO, that's where we're going to stop burning this engine because ideally Falcon 9 will be in its intended deployment orbit. That's coming up in about 50 seconds.
Qui est, il me semble, 400 km d'altitude.
So as we mentioned earlier, we won't be able to show the deployments of the satellites today because this will be happening, that will be taking place over areas where we don't have ground station coverage. So unfortunately, we won't have any live video feed to provide. Because deployment won't be viewable, we will end our live webcast soon after the second engine cutoff, but please continue to follow along on SpaceX Twitter updates for payload deployment as they become available.
S'il te plaît.
All right, we should be expecting SECO, and there it is. Let's listen in for whether or not the orbit's good. And we have confirmation that stage 2 has reached a good orbit. This is the deployment orbit, and the next step over the course of the next 40 minutes or so is to separate the payloads from the second stage.
Oh purée.
Good morning from SpaceX headquarters here in Hawthorne, California. This morning's Falcon 9 launch is scheduled for 10:34 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 18:34 Universal.
On va pouvoir un petit peu regarder, voilà. Mais je vais un petit peu couper cette musique qui est un petit peu, comment dire, dans ton bidon. Ah là là. Bon bah écoutez, c'était un petit live. Voilà, j'ai vu qu'il lançait une fusée, je me suis dit, ouh, tu vas vite lancer un truc. Donc je vous remercie de l'avoir suivi. Coucou Rémi, coucou. Allez, c'était Rems-Killer, salut tout le monde. Ciao ciao.